Welcome to episode 1 of the Jet Ski Will It Run project. If you haven't watched the first video, definitely go back and check that out. I've actually got 5 of these. This one is a 2018 model 130 horsepower GTI it is. I've actually seen this one fire up. Well, I've seen the engine fire up. I haven't seen it run in the water or anything, so no idea if it's actually going to work. But we're starting with this one because it's the most likely to work. Most of the issues just seem to be cosmetic. All this rubber is like melted into this like bituminous sticky black crap. There's a lot of little broken fixtures, just little plastic things, a bit of gel coat touch up needed. Could do with some new stickers. Some of this trim up the front needs securing, and other than that, it's just sun faded. So I reckon with a good power wash and a bit of a polish, it would come up pretty nice. The current plan is to take it down the creek with some mates next weekend and give it a bit of a water test. Don't know how that's gonna go. We're gonna go with the backup plan, and a mate's gonna come in his boat just in case we got to tow it back. Hopefully all it needs is these new tail lights, because those ones have left the chat. Throw a new battery in it to see if it'll crank up, and then I'll check over the fluids and that sort of stuff to see if it needs a service or anything crazy like that. But otherwise I might just run it as it is for the first time. My gut feeling is telling me to check over the wheel bearings as well, so it's not going to be a fun time if I tow it down the road and the wheel leaves the chat as well. So yeah, we might do that. Battery, tail lights, wheel bearings, see if it fires up. And then if it fires up, I might give it a bit of a pamper treatment and power wash and maybe a bit of a scrub. So yeah, let's see before and after and see how it comes up. I'm gonna try and get this seat off and see if I can get a battery in it and get it to crank over. I just noticed this little latch in the back is broken, so I don't know how to actually get this off. No idea how to get this off without breaking it. There we go, it's broken, but anyway, the seat's off. Oh, such a big seat. The engine bay actually looks all right. Definitely needs a bit of a degrease and a washout. So does the front compartment where the battery goes. It's definitely been rats or something in here. There's like rat poop and chewed up bits and pieces, but it doesn't look too bad. In the front compartment where the battery goes, you can see it down there. Something's given that foam a bit of a chewing. Big chunk out of it, and there's a chunk over there that's been all chewed up. Bit of rat poop. But yeah, the battery goes down in here. This fuse box needs a lid and probably should be secured to something. I don't know what else. What other treasures are in here? Oh, there's rat bait in there. That's what happened. There's probably a dead one in here somewhere. And there's some sunscreen. But yeah, I've got a decent quality battery to go in it. So yeah, let's set that up and see if it'll crank over. Much better. Rat poop is gone. The bit of foam that I thought was chewed up is actually the corner of a towel, so not as bad as I thought. The battery that's apparently meant to go on this jet ski is the one with the little screw-on terminals on top. But the cables that were in there were sort of jerry-rigged with conventional battery terminals, and the flat blade terminals that should go on that other battery were just sort of jerry-rigged onto one bolt on the side of that, with that side there being loose. So we'll get rid of those and connect it directly how it's meant to go onto that new battery. I can't really film inside there because it's so tight, so we're going to throw the battery in, and with the magic of video editing, done. It looks a lot neater in here already. Battery sits nicely down in there, properly secured. Terminals run properly. I don't know where all this was meant to go, so I'm going to have a look at some drawings or photos and figure out. This is obviously meant to secure back to something. Maybe that panel there? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to look it up, find the fuse cover, mount all this nice and secure. Righto, that's battery power sorted. I can see it's got coolant in it. I'm just gonna have a look what the oil looks like. It's got oil. That's a start. Plenty of oil, and it's not the blackest oil I've seen. It's only dark brown, so maybe she was actually looked after. I'm gonna throw 5 litres of fresh unleaded in it. Righto, the moment of truth, will it crank? The key is in here, I think. Yep, key lanyard on there. I have no idea how to start this thing. Start, stop. Righto, something's definitely loose in the front there. But now I've got power. And crank. Righto, the moment of truth. Yeehaw! She runs. Great success. That's the first step done. Now she runs, I guess I'll take all the parts and everything off it and maybe give the engine bay a bit of a degrease, get the rat poop out of there, and just give it a basic wash so I can go over and scope all the plastics and trims and everything it needs. But yeah, first we're gonna take it for a water test to make sure the jet drive and everything functions properly before I get too carried away with the aesthetics of it. So yeah, let's get to washing. Seat back on, shut the front hatch, bath time. There's something therapeutic about pressure cleaning. I don't know what the go is with this rubber stuff on this step bar on the back. It has just given up on life. Must have spent too long in the sun. So I'm just gonna peel it off. Comes off like cutting ham. It's like cheese. The wheel bearings aren't the worst that I've seen. I gave that one a bit of a bash and trying to get it out. It was pretty stuck in there. You could re-grease them and probably go again. But for peace of mind, I'm just going to throw some fresh kits in it. That would have been a whole lot easier with the workshop press, but the old cups are out and the new cups are in. So yeah, time to grease up the new bearings and throw it all on. I highly recommend these disposable gloves to do this. Might be a bit of a bitch move, but your hands stay clean. If you didn't already, you just put it in the palm of your hand and you just keep pushing little bits in until you see the grease come out through that top seam there, in that bit there at the end of my thumb, out that gap. Just keep doing that lots and lots of times. Just like that, see it coming out the groove between that inner and the outer, up through the rollers. And once you're done doing that, flip these dogs inside out, done, in the bin. You got these Nava submersible trailer lamps from Repco, so hopefully pretty good quality. That's it, she's all done and ready for the water test. We got the new tail lights on there. Got those Flash Nava waterproof ones fitted up. Probably a little bit premium for how this thing actually looks, but it'll do the job, hopefully. At least it's roadworthy, ready to go. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because next episode we'll be doing the maiden voyage, the maiden water test. I think we're throwing it in a creek. I've no idea how big it is. On a mate's property, so sort of private property to give it a water test before I bother to go get it registered and all that sort of shit. So the jet ski, that is. Trailer reg is fine. But yeah, tune in for that. It may just go to the bottom of the creek. Who knows? See you then.